So I asked Grok and GP Chat to do a planetary spread on this upcoming election with Carney and with Mark Carney and with Paul VA. And it, at first, Grok went through the chart and gave me Mark Carney as winning the election. And as a landslide, hey? But Grok kept on putting in little snippets of stuff that was going on, like political polls and things like that, because I was just asking for just an absolute on what was their chart saying about what was going on. So then I went to GP Chat, and so this time I asked without those. I said, don't give me any of the polls or any of the statements, just the charts. And what was really crazy in the beginning, it kept on saying, Justin Trudeau, quotations, Mark Carney. And I was like, what? And I saw another girl was doing the same thing. She was getting that. Hold on a second here. I have to go out. And yeah, I don't think I can put this hat on. Nope, that will hurt today. So I think, just hold on. Be right back. Yeah, I told you about the trigeminal nerve damage. Anyways, I can't go out without a hat. And today it has to be this one. That hurts. Okay. Just about done. Anyways, so I said, leave out all the publicity stuff, just the charts. And it gave me a reading of Justin Trudeau, Mark Carney, brackets, and said that it was Justin Trudeau was going to have a really rough time for the next 6 months. And it had to do with a whole bunch of things that we've been seeing in the news, like the conspiracy stuff. It was pulling in this stuff. And I clarified it and I said, why are you giving me this chart of Justin Trudeau? And I go, oh, sorry. So it gave me exclusively Mark Carney. And that was not quite as explosive a pain for past crimes, if you will, because that was Trudeau. So it was crazy. Mark Carney's wasn't quite that, but he was going to lose memento, and people are starting to see, and he was not. It was going to be real interceptions and stuff. So it did not show that Carney was going to win, which is funny because the one and by a majority, because it pulled out what Poulier's chart was too. And by a majority, just by common sense and stuff like that, and people going in the beginning to Carney thinking, oh, great, this is a better alternative. And so there was a lot of leaning there. It was just looking. And his chart was, those people have had enough if they come back. And so there's an actual more fever in having him win. And they had, I'm just telling you, this is what GP Chat had said. Or, yeah. Not Chat GPT had said about the election. So it said that Mark Carney was going to come into a real huge resistance right at the end, and that it is going to swing blue. So it's, which one do you want to believe? Because the one took in all of the polls and a sentiment of what's going on the internet, and the other one was just the alignment. What do you think?